Hey, it's Mish. I wanted to say something for all of the everybody who follows me. Number one, I want to thank you again for thinking that anything I say is remotely interesting. Thank you. I know, like I said, some of you are going through really tough times, and we're all going through this together. So let's stick together shoulder to shoulder, and we're going to get through everything. It's like we've built a community within a community. And that's what I'm trying to do. Tonight, something happened to me. I went to get a something that I never knew existed because technology and me, sorry. And I've been out of the game so long right now that, anyways. Long story short, I stopped at Staples instead of Best Buy because Best Buy was too busy to even answer their phones. So I went to Staples and I picked up some paper for this teeny weeny printer for my phone. It's a Canon that's for iPhones, and you plug it in to your phone and it prints little pictures that you've taken. And I thought that was so cool. And you can rip off the backing and it sticks onto things, and it's just really super cool. And I thought, awesome. I have somebody I know that I'd love to send stuff to. So while I was talking to a tech guy to ask him about these papers, because I know nothing about them, they're 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So he zipped back into the tech area, and then this other guy came out and said to me, is somebody helping you? And I said, yeah, I think he was, but I'm not quite sure. So he said, well, what were you looking for? And I told him. So he radioed the guy because he had something on his collar. And he said, oh, well, they're out here. They're not in the area he's in. So he was looking at me, and I sort of looked at him, and I wasn't quite sure why. And he said, excuse me. And I said, sure. He said, could I see your sweatshirt? What your hoodie says? And I said, oh, by all means. So, you know me. You know what I'm wearing. I haven't taken it off, I told you. And it's Dan's hoodie. Don't give in. Don't give up. And I showed him the arms and everything. And he told me his story. And here it is. His girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend, who he still loves tremendously, ended his relationship because she suffers with depression and apparently other things. And she didn't want to bring him down, so she cut him loose. And he said he wasn't going anywhere, and he's been looking for ways to help her. And I walked through the door with this shirt on, with this hoodie on. And he saw it, and he said, that's so awesome. He said, why do you wear it? I explained to him why, quickly, because I don't really like to get into things. And he said, that's so awesome. And he said, we talked a little bit more about him. Not about me. This is about him and what is happening in his life. And so this is often what happens to me when I've gone out in public for a number of years now. It's what happens to me. People come up to me who I don't know and they talked to me. And so he did as well. And he was telling me about things that were happening with him, things that were happening with her, and that he loved her, and that he wanted to stand by her. And he didn't know how to get through to her. And when he saw the words on my hoodie, something clicked to him, exactly like it did to me. And so I said to him, I know of somebody that just passed that could really help you. And his site is on YouTube, his channel. And I started to talk about Dan and everything that Dan has done. And then I talked about Becca as well. And I said, he is the most uplifting man I've ever met. Ever. With everything he faced. All the challenges. All the pain. Every single thing. He had a joie de vivre. A love of life. He started his channel certainly not with this intent, and this is where it went. I said he even reached hundreds of thousands of people. Not only that, but his message reached outer space. And he said, looked at me oddly. I said it reached the International Space Station. And they sent him a message. And he was, wow. He was dumbfounded. I said, please, please go. Please go to his site. Please go on YouTube. If you want, I can write down his channel. I'll write down Becky's channel. Please go. Please tell her to go, because I am telling you, you will be so inspired by what he's saying. Listen to every word, all his videos, and you will be inspired, and it's a call to action. There is nobody I know that has not seen them that hasn't been inspired. So he said, I will. So he went really quickly, and then he came back with a pen and a paper. And I wrote down Pee Wee Toms and Daniel Thomas. And I wrote down Becca Toms for her YouTube. And I said, you'll find them both on YouTube. And I said, he passed away recently, within the last few months. And he fought valiantly up until the end. And I said, please show this to your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend, and you watch them, because I think you need them. And he looked at me and he said, I think I do. And he shook my hand a dozen times. He wanted to go and hug me, but I don't think he wanted to enter my personal space. Mind you, I am a hugger, so it wouldn't have bothered me at all. I don't get many hugs at all, because I'm in here all by myself, so no hugs. Except for when I squish Mr. P. So that's what happened. Something awesome can happen from wearing a hoodie from a charity, Dan's Charities, that I sponsor, to other charities, cancer charities that I sponsor. Stand Up to Cancer in America, Stand Up to Cancer in Canada, and other cancer charities that I sponsor. Because I hope and believe, I don't understand why they haven't yet, but they have made some awesome breakthroughs for cancer. As you know, my bestie has pancreatic cancer, and I love her to no end because she is a fighter. She's had a few rounds of radiation, and she's had her chemo pills, and we have, I think, about maybe 5 more weeks of radiation to go before she goes for her big surgery. And I will be praying quadruple time and a half that everything goes the way it is planned when she has her surgery. So far, Mayo is so pleased with her progress. I'm off track, but I'm telling you, by wearing something like this, by telling people of Dan's YouTube channel and Becca's channel, because I know hers will be just as inspirational, will make a difference. She suffers from, like I said, he told me, from depression and other things, but I didn't ask what. Depression is enough. Depression is deadly. It's a mental health issue. And when you run into mental health trouble, it needs to be taken care of as much as anything else. So I sent her there and I said, start. There's a video specifically about don't give in, don't give up. Please watch all of these. Every last one of them. Please promise me you will watch all of them. Every video. He said he would. I said, watch them. Even if you have to go and watch them with her, watch all of them. You will have a new outlook on life. And I'll be back. I'll come and visit you. And he shook my hand again and thanked me. And I said, bless you. And I'll be praying for you, and I hope everything will be fine. So that's what these things can do. Pay it forward. Help somebody you don't even know. Do something good. Do something kind. Be there. Mish, peace, love, always, always, always love. Always from the heart. Always. Mish out. I also wanted to say, have faith, have strength, have courage. Often, more times than not, people with illnesses or diseases or terminal, incurable, who pass or succumb because of their incurables, be it COPD, be it MS, be it MD, be it Lou Gehrig's, be it a number of other ailments, be it all gastric, be it gastroparesis. We just lost somebody the other day from gastroparesis complications, infection, be it dysmotility disorders, be it migraines, be it, like again, sorry, I said COPD, be it anything that robs you of your quality of life, fibromyalgia, the big one, cancer. I am a 2-time survivor of cancer. Whoa, do I know what that one's like. Whoa. I'm sorry, that's a bitch. I didn't mean to, sorry, really. Anyways, moving on. You can fight that mother. and kick that one to the curb, kick it out into the stratosphere. Even when things seem impossible, keep fighting. What happens is when you're diagnosed, I've had it happen to me. When you're diagnosed, loved ones leave you. It's just what happens. I commend Becca. I call her an angel, and she is an angel. And if anybody goes to say shit about her, I will defend her to the nth degree. And I have. Because she is an angel. This girl fell in love with a beautiful, funny, witty, intelligent, quirky, lovely soul who was fascinating, who was inspirational. Daniel Thomas. Should know who Pee Wee Toms is or was. Daniel Thomas. That's who she fell in love with. And he, her. I always say it was written in the stars. It was meant to be. Because his last girlfriend couldn't handle it and took a hike. Many do. And that's what happens. And she stuck it out and just kept on and kept on. And after they got married and she knew he was so sick, and she stuck there 24/7 and in the hospital holding his hand and everything just to be with him. That's an angel. And she has her wings. Can't see the feathers, but she has her wings. You best believe she has her wings. And she is inspirational. I don't care what anybody says. She is inspirational just for that alone. For loving somebody so much and not leaving them when they needed the most. Thank you, dear, beautiful angel. Thank you for taking on such a monumental, humongous task and falling in love. And your speech, I have no words. It was so, so beautiful. Beautifully said, beautifully written, from your heart, just so beautiful. And it was just love, pure love. That's what we need more of. Yet, unfortunately, that's not the case. People get up and people leave, and that's it. And we're left alone. And that's what happens. Even our friends leave us because they do not want to see us like this. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do, so they rather just sort of tiptoe away. And we're left with nobody, or very close to nobody. I can count on my hand who stays, and that includes family. Dan's family has been stellar. Stellar. They've been such a pillar of courage, of bravery, of strength, of love. I keep going on. People have left in my family. They can't even stomach the fact of what's happening with me. So they stay away. It's not going to change anything. It's just they're wasting time with me. But that's what happens. That's what happens. I wish it was different. I wish I could say it was, but it's not. Majority of the cases, that's what happens. Whether you're a husband, whether you're a wife, whether you're an uncle, an aunt, you know, a mother, father. That's what happens. A brother, a sister, a son, a daughter. That's what happens. People are quick to tell you they can't deal with you. That you're somehow supposed to make things better for them. You're going through everything you're going through, yet you have to make things better for them. You have to somehow comfort them and make it okay for them and act like there's nothing wrong. I can't do that. Most days I got my head puking in a toilet, or vice versa, both happen at the same time, or I can't even get up. I can't even make it there. I stand up and it's everywhere. Because that's the nature of what's happening. Or I'm so tired I just slept for 3 days. I get exhausted quickly. I don't have the energy. I'm doing my best. And man, cupcakes, if you think we like this, you're benting off your rocker. Nobody that's been diagnosed with anything likes this. No. We want our old lives back. We want things to change to what they were, not what they are now. And what's happening is getting worse. My bestie, who has pancreatic cancer, has been there for me. I've been there for her through this. When she comes to Ottawa, she comes and sees me. She sees her family, and she sees me. And we talk. Oh, and I've cried. Oh, boy. Yep. She won't, because she's as tough as nails. She told her hubby, be prepared, because if I ever am well enough to travel to North Dakota, she's going to get up and hug on you. She's going to do it. Oh, no, she can't reach. Yes, she can. She's 5'10". She can reach just fine. With her boots on, she's 6'2". And he went, ooh, well, she can't reach. Not where she is. No, I can't. From Canada, I can't reach. That's true. But I love her dearly. I love her dearly. Dearly. And I'm pulling for her. Making sure that she does everything, or I've given her every information that I can about what to do, because I've been there. And praying. Lots of praying. Lots. And then I have another friend from Toronto who, when she does come to town, she has visited on occasion. And she's from Toronto. 5 hours away. When I can't get anybody here in my own town to visit. I can't even get my kids to visit. And that's what happens. That's all I'm saying. That's what happens. It's unfortunate. It's another fallout from being diagnosed with things like this. It's the fallout, and then the casualties. And you're the casualty. And then we have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and start all over again. Yes, we suffer depression. We do. With all of that. I haven't had any human contact in, almost 9 years? 8, 9 years? I had somebody who wanted to take me out on a date. I had to tell him I couldn't eat. He didn't understand why. I said, I can't eat, I'm sorry. Well, we'll go for drinks then. He never called again. I had somebody else who said the same thing. Let's go out and do this. And I gave them, a short list of something, and that was it. I had another one who said, listen, bud, I'll never leave you. You can always talk with me, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and they disappeared too. It's hard on you mentally to have people just disappear from your life when you're having to deal with everything you're having to deal with. You're having to fight for your life every day because you don't know what's around the corner, and you're trying to stay upbeat and just fight every day and enjoy every day. But it is sad. I have to say, I miss my hugs because I am a hugger. I'm a big hugger. I hug it out. I could hug for hours. And I miss watching a movie with somebody and putting my head on them and just watch a movie. I miss all that. I haven't had that in a long time. Some people find true love. I tried. I seriously did. It didn't work for me. It's not written in the stars. You can tell when people are in love to the nth degree like that. Boy, is it written on their faces. You can see the glow. It's so massive. I never had that. Never had that. I've searched high and low. The only really requirement that I had was that. I've been physically abused, emotionally abused, financially abused, and now I have all of this too. I just haven't been lucky in anything. People have said, oh my God. Sorry, Lord. Oh my gosh. Stuff that's happened to you in your life is horrendous. It's horrible. It is. I keep going on. Or once they know everything that's happening to me, immediately they say I couldn't live like that. I wouldn't want to. Life is life. Regardless of what pain I'm in, regardless that I can't go anywhere and do anything, I find what I can do and get amusement from it, whatever that is. Life is worth living. It is. It really is. No matter what you are facing, it's worth living. Please, just live it. Even if you're really sick, pick one thing, one thing that made you smile in a day. Just one. And then you know what? Maybe tomorrow you'll have 2. And then 3. And then, you may have 4. Try to look at the good things and focus on that. As a young man who's had a lot of surgeries lately, is really suffering, struggling. Meditation. I used to, right. No, it does work. Sit quiet, meditate, think of someplace you love. I had Captain Jack run around the beach with me. And no, please, no naughty thoughts. He was running around the beach with me. And yo ho, yo ho. That's where I'd be, is running around at the beach with Captain Jack Sparrow. Don't ask me why. Be someplace you want to be. And be there in your mind. Please help somebody who needs it. Please be there for somebody who needs it. Please don't shut them out. Please don't do that. Please, please, please don't shut them out. Don't leave their life. Because puddings, our lives aren't cupcakes. We don't think that. And we don't want this shit either. But we're kind of stuck with it. So we need all the support we can get from everywhere and everyone. So let's try to help each other out, eh? Ooh, my Canadian just came out. Ooh, hey. Let's try to help each other out as best we can. Until then, peace, love, always love. And yet I smile and wade through with hip waders all of the floating poop. Move it aside. And just keep going. Day after day. If you need to talk to a friend or anybody, please do it. Please. I almost picked up a crisis phone last night. Called a crisis phone. Sorry, not last night, the other night. And I almost did this because I was hurt. I was so hurt because of something my son said. And he didn't mean it. He was trying to be very truthful, and I understood what he was saying, but it was the delivery of somebody who got the delivery all wrong. And why they would do that to me, that's what I was having trouble with, is why and why now? Why would you do that now? Why would you say that now? And why would you get it so wrong? Why would you hurt after everything, all the kindness I've done in the last 5 months? Why would you do that? Why would you hurt someone so much that you said you loved? I think the person is a pot stirrer with a massive large paddle. And I was having trouble. And it was early in the hours in the morning, and I just needed to talk to somebody because I was unsteady on my feet. So please, 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 please be there for people who need it. Peace, love, always love. And yet I smile. always and yet I smile. Everyone that has been giving me such encouragement, who's been there for me, I am there for you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Because it means the world to me. You mean the world to me. You mean the world to me. And you matter to me. Peace, love, and hope. It floats. So let it float. Peace, me shout.